Okay, so today we're going to be trying out Giana Sisters' Twisted Dreams. This was requested by a friend of mine who told me I should keep an open mind and that it's not as silly as it looks. I guess I'm just going to do normal here. I've never played this. I'm familiar with the original game, though, from back in the 80s. For those who don't know, the original Giana Sisters game was a cheap ripoff on Super Mario Brothers back in, 1986, 87, or something like that. And it spawned a couple of, sequels and remakes and things like that over the years. And I guess this is one of them. The series can best be described as just a basic, arcade platformer in the spirit of, Super Mario, which is what it's copied from. Alright, so let me... Alright, there we go. Now, one other thing, I did a small amount of reading online before setting this up. Because even though, when I do these first-time playing videos, I do usually try and, read an article or two before I dive in, so I'm usually not entirely blind. And the suggestion that I found is that I'm playing this on PC, and the suggestion was that sometimes USB gamepads and stuff are a little weird, and to use an Xbox controller. So I'm using I think it's an Xbox One controller that came with my Oculus Rift. So it auto-detected my controller, but I'm not really used to the shape of this thing, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. But so in the true spirit of being a Mario ripoff, these little crystals I'm collecting, at least in the older games, are kind of analogous to coins. What? What? Okay, so that big dragon thing just, ate the second player. That was rude. What a traumatizing way to start the game. Right trigger, is that... Oh! Okay, alright, that's an interesting mechanic. And I have new buttons now. Alright, I have a little twirl thing that also functions as a double jump. And I have a dash thing. Alright, that's good to know. Yes, I can air dash it as well. Alright, the gate's closed. Well, alright, let me try this. Okay, that's kind of what I assumed. So, I noticed that back here, when I did the little shift, it changed that bridge. So I guessed that something similar was going to happen down here. Oh, that's a big one. New gallery artwork. Alright, I'm not super interested in gallery artwork. Okay, so that's interesting. When I hit the button for the special moves, the little fireball dash and the twirl, it automatically switched me to the appropriate character to execute the corresponding move there. Alright, that's decent. I can dig this. Alright, see what we get. Oh, and they're... Okay, alright, so the enemies were different based on, what character you had selected. Alright, that's neat. I can dig it. And just like in true Mario fashion, you jump on stuff to defeat it. And you also get that fireball move. And apparently... Oh! Okay, alright, apparently you can plow through bricks instead of punching them from below. Didn't hurt to try there. And, you can also plow through enemies with that dash. That's kind of what I was hoping to see. Alright, so this mechanic with switching characters and having it, like, do stuff in the level, that's got some potential. I can see that. That's kind of clever. I kind of want to get the rest of those crystals. Alright, I need to find something out here. Alright, so it seems that when you do that little twirl jump, there's no way to stomp or anything like that. That's fine, that's good to know. And I'm noticing in the upper left I've got a counter of the crystals. So I'm pretty close to... Yeah, this was close to getting them all. I'm gonna call that good enough. Now, there's all those arrows pointing to this, so I'm guessing... Okay, that finishes the level. Alright, so it's kind of goofy and juvenile, but it's not without charm. I will say this so far, just based out of this first stage, the gameplay is really solid. Alright, let's see what level 2 has for us here. Alright, we're gonna get some... Oh! Okay, yeah, so it's telling me to do the double jump. Alright. That is decent. Alright, so that's one of the things, I was actually... Oh, neat! I switched while I was twirling, and it retained the twirl. Alright, that's good to know. But I was about to say, I was playing another game earlier today. Because strangely enough, I occasionally record, you know, like 4 or 5 of these first-time playing videos on the same day when I've got, like, an evening free. And it had really obtrusive tutorials. Like, it ended up not really being suitable for one of my videos, because my first time playing it was entirely occupied by, like, 20 minutes of really obnoxious tutorials that, you know, push this button, and there's nothing else you can do. Oh, that's neat. No way to progress until you know, hit the certain button and everything else. And it was really... Oh, neat. Okay. Alright, that was cool. And the new player tutorial when you first start the game was really intrusive. And I don't like that. I mean, I don't like being completely left out into the wilderness, but at the same time, let me see if I can do... Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I don't like being completely left out in the wilderness with absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I don't like it when, you know, the first, like, 15 minutes of a game is nothing but, like, these tutorials that just force you to click through, you know, a walkthrough mode. That's... you know, if a game has to do that, it's got control issues. I'll just leave it at that. Maybe it's just because I'm old, being an old fart gamer, but I would much rather prefer, like, just a traditional manual or something. And something is going to happen. Alright. I was thinking something was going to happen when I stepped on those plants, but I guess that's just... another little thing that changes depending on which character I've got. I can dig it, though. Whoa. Alright, I missed one, but that's okay. See if we can... I really like that dash move. Oh, yeah, and you can dash down. Oh, I love it. Alright, there does not seem to be a way to jump down through jumpable platforms. You can jump up through those, but not down. And that was annoying. When I dashed into that mob, it bounced me. So, gotta be careful about that. Whoop. Yeah, I'm thinking I like the red one better with that dash move. 'Cause that is pretty cool. It's very versatile. Cool. Alright, got new gallery artwork that I really don't care about, but... So the visuals... Oh, fail. I have no idea how many lives I've got or anything like that. Oh, I guess I'm gonna find out. But I was gonna say the visuals on this are really charming. I like that. It's got a good visual style. You know, it's kind of cutesy and cartoony, kind of juvenile, but you know, it's decent. I mean, it's bright and colorful. The graphics are well done. You know, it's obviously in like a 2.5D kind of a style. The polygons are okay. Lighting isn't really too annoying. And I'm sure having just said that, oh, alright, it wants me to, like, do a ricochet bounce. Okay. I gotta do that. Alright, I'm a sucker. I like that. That was a fun mechanic. Whoop. Alright. That time was an accident. Go, 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 go. Alright. And I'm guessing that water is going to be more poison death. Alright, so we... Alright, that's... Alright, that's Mario-esque. Can I cannot... Okay, so those are spikes. And they cannot be dashed through. That is good to know. Can we go down the well? Guess not. Oh. Alright, yeah, those spikes again. That's a thing. Alright. See if we can get these. Alright, so they're rotating around the spikes of death. We will avoid the spikes of death. Yeah, that's a very Super Mario World-ish spin jump thing. That really feels like Super Mario World. Oh. But I'm okay with that, because again, this is kind of copied from Mario originally back in the 80s. And you know, that's not a bad thing. You know, I'm not the kind of player who immediately discounts, like, copycat and imitation games. Especially if they do a good job. And so far, this is seeming to do a good job, except that I'm terrible. You know, back in the day, the original Giana Sisters game was not super well received. You know, it was widely criticized for being such a transparent Mario ripoff. I mean, literally, you know, you were breaking through you were breaking through bricks and, like, smashing golden blocks instead of the golden question marks. It was really transparent. Alright, that's cool. I'm getting a little bit of a Sonic the Hedgehog vibe off of that. But that's not a bad thing. The character switching mechanic, I'm really liking that. That's decent. And the fact that, like, the whole stage changes when you switch characters does feel kind of original. Hey, cool. I kind of hoped there was something up there. Right. Oh! Fail. Alright, so I'm thinking, based on what we saw, yeah, we're going to wait for the water to go up. And it's one of these things where we got to swim vertically and try and... Is it going to go down and then back up again? Oh, wait a minute. When it goes down, I might be able to do the dash. Alright, so far, the level design seems to be pretty solid. Whoop. That's decent. You know, the layout of the stage, when I talk about, like, the level design, the layout of the stages is actually requiring me to use both of the characters' like stuff. You know, there are parts obviously where I have to use the spin dash. There are parts where I have to use the the spin dash and the spin jump respectively. So the difficulty seems to be pretty entry level. I mean, I'm, you know, not having played this, but not having any trouble really. But it's decent. I can see the appeal. This again, you know, the visual style and everything, it's kind of kiddie, and that's fine. You know, there need to be games out there that are kind of geared at a younger audience. Because not everybody in gaming can be an old fart. But I can see the appeal for this. This is definitely something that I would feel safe recommending, you know, to a parent who's like looking for an entry-level platformer to introduce to their kiddos or something. You know, the difficulty curve on this is natural and not punishing. I think that's the best way I'd describe it. Not really a lot of cheap deaths. Not a lot of blind, like, jump falls. Okay, that was clever. And I'm guessing that guy with the spiky helmet means you can't jump on him. Another checkpoint. Alright, so let's put it to the test. Alright, yeah, indeed, those are not attackable. Good to know. And I don't know how many hits I can take before I die. Because when I smacked into that mob there, I blinked for a second. I was kind of expecting a death. See where this takes us. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, clever. Clever. Alright, yeah, that's going to be tough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that work. Okay, I may have to make that work. I don't know. We'll see what's over here. Whoop. Oh, fail. So I gotta say, you know, even for an old fart such as myself, I mean, if you can get around to the kind of the very, you know, kiddie kind of visual style, it's a fun game. I'll give it that. Like the controls are solid, the mechanics are good. Oh, and I suck. The mechanics are good. I mean, this isn't bad. You know, I had no expectations going into this, but as I mentioned, one of my friends recommended this and told me to keep an open mind. So I have, and I'm glad that I did, because it's definitely exceeding my expectations. And this is going to bring me right into spikes requiring a quick jump or not. I kind of expected that to rise me up into a spike ceiling that was going to require some quick jumping in order to avoid. Alright, so don't want to hit the ceiling. But yeah, at the same time, though, okay, so it's telling me to spin jump. And just making sure my controls... Oh. Oh! Needed to switch a little quicker there. Oh, that was close. Oh. Yeah, so it is a little weird to get used to the controls for switching between the characters in a couple of spots. But overall, it's not too bad. You know, parts where I'm screwing up, it feels like it's my screwing up, not the controls being stupid. All right, so I got through the first few levels. I'm gonna call that a video, but I think on the whole, this isn't bad. I think that, you know, if, like I mentioned before, maybe if you're looking for, you know, like a kid-friendly kind of a platformer game to introduce to, you know, some teens or preteens or little kiddos or something, or if you just enjoy the fun, goofy kind of an art style, this isn't bad. The difficulty, even on this normal difficulty setting, the difficulty is pretty basic. The mechanics are solid, the controls are responsive, and the graphics are bright and colorful. What more can you ask for from a game like this? So, anyway, as always, thanks for watching.